Now, this is interesting because this is actually a place I did not want to go for the Falcons. And this graphic, as we showed it here, is 6 years, 6 career starts. I'm so sorry. $67.5 million contract. I think was like 40-ish. I got to see what the guarantee on that is, right? I think that guarantee's in the 40s, 40, 45-ish range.
Yeah. That's a 3 year. So, right.
Is it? Oh, so a 3 years or 2 years is what it sounds like, right?
Yeah.
A 2 year team option for the third?
No, I mean,
is that kind of how it works? Or they give you a 2 year contract, but there's only 2 years guarantee on the money.
The money
from a money standpoint, it's like it's 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I didn't even want to go that far, man. I can't. I just can't. Like you, I cannot. I need to know, but before I give you tens of millions of dollars, you need to have had, because this graphic says 6 career starts. It's really like 3 good ones.
Yeah.
If we were to look deeper than the 6 career starts he has, and was kind of trying to dig deep underneath there and look at those numbers, it's like 6 career starts, but 3 good starts. I can't. You're pretty much making a $15 million per start on the guarantee money, per good start on that guarantee money. And I also feel like one of those literally was like last year filling in for like 1 game. It's just not. It's not enough to say that the jury's out on the kid for sure, and be like, oh, well, he's just gonna suck. But you've got 6 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like those 3 touchdowns came in like 1 game. Right? Am I looking? Yeah. Am I mistaken? Because
no,
his yard, he had 1 game where he was 422 yards, 3 touchdowns. This is a whole Matt Flynn type situation. I don't know if you remember Matt Flynn, when Matt Flynn got the job when he was right behind. So they both come from the Packers, right? Matt Flynn playing behind, I think it was Favre or Rodgers at the time. I think maybe Rodgers. I got to go back and see if it was Favre or Rodgers. But I remember Matt Flynn playing for the Packers. He spells for a little bit. He gets it would probably been Rodgers, right? Because Rodgers is 2000s, early. I'm trying to think we're going to the early 2000s because we got to go to 2010 because this is Russell Wilson who kind of replaced Flynn in Seattle. But Matt Flynn goes to Seattle, gets the contract, $10 million contract, and did not get that starting job because he was beat out that job by Russell Wilson. But he got paid after having pretty much a start.
Right. Right.
So you got another guy here coming from Green Bay. It's pretty much getting paid for a start because it's hard to. It can say 6 career starts, $67.5 million, or we can say 6 career starts, 3. Even if we just, I'm gonna leave it at 6.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is if you take away the 422 game with 3 touchdowns, so you take that 1 game out of here, out of the 6, you leave the other 5. It's hard to imagine this guy would have got paid that money.
Yeah.
So I really am thinking this was teetered on literally 1 game's performance. I mean, just looking at how it looks. What are your thoughts there?
I mean, I keep hearing like. I mean, I always hear the people that are smarter than us, right? Saying, "Oh,
correct."
He's
and they love the ceiling, by the way.
People love the
ceiling. They do.
And I guess if I'm the Dolphins, I'm taking this. Well, maybe I'm taking a chance. And it's not like a huge chance, it's a 2 year.
Correct. Because they're re-signing for $40 million for a year. Then this guy, they're giving this guy 45-ish for 2.
Yeah,
it's not crazy.
It's not crazy. Again, let's just face it. If the dead money's not going to be that. It's not going to be like a 2 of dead money. But again, you're going to look really foolish if you're going to have this dead money. Let's just say he just craps the bed the next year. So then you're going to have to do more dead money. So you're putting on top of the 2 of dead money. And now you're going to do the Malik Willis dead money. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot for. I know he had moments at Liberty. I've seen the moments, but then I've seen moments in the NFL where he looked shell-shocked. But again, I saw the same moments with Jordan Love, but I also saw moments where, okay, I see it with Jordan Love. I just haven't seen it with Malik Willis. And I've seen things with Malik where they're like, oh no, we're gonna let him just run the ball. We're not gonna let him throw the ball at all, which means that they were scared to let him throw the ball. Which with Jordan Love, okay, we're gonna let him throw the ball and see what happens, and we're gonna see. And then you would see like, okay, you'd see a throw and go, I can see it. With Malik, even with those games, I don't know. Again, maybe we get proved wrong, but I just haven't seen it. And
I haven't seen it enough.
Right.
Like one game is just not going to do it, man. He has a high completion percentage. One game though is just not going to do it, man. And it's like I said, it's just hard to believe if you take this off of his resume, because for his career, I'll give you an example. For his career, he's 67%, 68%, but he had 85.7% in that game. For his career, he has 1,322 yards. He had 422 of those yards in one game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. He averaged 12 yards a throw in that game. Let's put it 12.1 yards. A career average of 8.5 is still pretty good.
Still pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. 12.1 though is what he averaged for that game. The guy's not throwing at this rate. He's not throwing 86% with an average of 12.1 yards. I don't think multiple games. He had a 145.5 rating. I mean, come on, man.
No.
And also, I think people do like the fact that he does have that rushing upside.
Yeah,
because he can rush. And there's like people who do feel like that ceiling is high in the age and all that stuff too. I think it's a lot of that stuff kind of playing in there. And it's kind of talking me more into it, to be honest with you. Like you talking more into it with that deal.
Yeah,
it's a feasible deal. 20-something million. It's not crazy per year.
No, it's not crazy. You're not married to him. Again, it's the same. Like, let's see what happens. Miami's been in a dumping mode all season, right? They're slashing.
They're having a garage sale in their team, man. They're
right. It's a whole garage sale. They're gonna. So again, I don't think they're looking at this year for him to be anything. They're just looking for just something with some consistency, and then next year they put some weapons around him and see what he can do. I mean, not like here's the he has a good running back behind him, and he still has a good wide receiver. So he still has a number one wide receiver. He's got a number one running back. So at least it's not all on him to do everything, which I think is always key when you're putting a guy in there who hasn't had a lot of starts. You at least give him some weapons behind him. It's not like you're going, oh, I have nobody here. So he's got a lot of weapons around him.
It's interesting because the way that they were making it seem like they were going to trade Achane, but then I don't see that they were. So that looks like he's definitely still staying with the Dolphins. And I think it's a good place to start. Start. If they get that quarterback right, then that will give that a nice little boost to that team, right? If they can nail that quarterback position, which is so elusive, right? It's not easy to do, man. It's not easy to do, and I'm still off of him right now only because I could never pay somebody for like one super great game. Like it was literally 4 quarters of football, and you've been in the league for like 4 years,
right?
You see what I'm saying? Like I cannot. No. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But good look for the kid though, getting paid real quick. Get your money, that kid, whoever you're gonna get it from. I'm just glad you didn't get it from us, but I'm not mad at you that you got it, and it's not a crazy amount of money either for the contract. And I think another thing to this, which makes this story so good for a lot of people, is he didn't go in the first round, and there was like he went to Liberty. He didn't go to like Bama or something, and it's nice to see that a guy like this who didn't go in the first round, Bama, can still get paid. Now whether he substantiates that by going on to a decent career and kind of opening that door for other people who kind of have that same kind of way into the league will remain to be seen. Because if he just sucks, then it's not really. You're not really gonna kind of pull that ladder up behind you, So we'll see if he actually capitalizes on that.
Yeah, and look at every we've had. So even we've had Sam Darnold, and this is not in any kind of order. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith,
Geno, Geno,
Baker Mayfield,
yeah.
who even Daniel Jones for a moment. You have these renaissance, and so we've had it for the last almost 5 years now. That's where these guys have
guys that got written off and then kind of came back and were able to have viable careers,
right? And so it could be him. It could be his story. That he could be the one where he wasn't necessarily written off, but he was definitely not on.
No, he was. He wasn't. And the thing is, if he had gone to a third team, because I think in his young career, he's already on 2 teams. So a third team, if he was journeyman, you're kind of solidifying journeyman status for a minute there. So it's kind of good to see him if he can pivot now, and kind of change that narrative.